So this is my my overclock of the my AMD FX 8120. I'm running dual monitors, and I got this is my test rig. It looks ugly, but it does the trick. I got Radeon HD 6870. I'm running a Asus motherboard MA8. Let me see, it's an M5A97, and I'm running on stock air. I don't know if you can see it back there. Not very well, but it is on stock air. I am running two power supplies, about 1200 watts, and this is my hard drive cooler, my DVD, two hard drives in a RAID 0, and just a regular old SATA. So anyway, I've been doing some testing because I don't do a lot of gaming at all. I do mostly 3D rendering, a lot of CAD stuff. So my goal is to get the best frequencies I can for my renderings. I do a lot of 3D renderings. So I'm testing a lot with AMD Overdrive, testing some settings out. I know it's not the best, but it does help me to get my clocks up there. What I did with this, I was having problems getting my front side bus up higher than the stock 200. So what I did was I actually lowered it to 195, and then I'm taking my multiplier and I'm putting it up to 22.5 is the best I've been able to do so far with stock air. And my voltage on my CPU is 1.3125. That's stock. That's how this comes in at. And then I'm running my core temp, and right now it's down. The cores are down clocked, but once we kick on my 3D rendering software and try to do a 3D render, all 8 cores will kick in high gear, and you'll hear that fan over there kicking the high gear. So let's see what we can get going on here. Here's a program I use called Chief Architect, and here's a typical 3D rendering. But this is just in working mode. We're going to do actual 3D rendering and kick this bad boy in high gear. We'll go up here to do a ray trace, and I forgot to tell you guys, I had my hyper transport multiplier at 12 as well, and it's been stable. We'll see what happens this time. Alright, let's run it, and we're going to start rendering, and I'm just rendering a small window, but we'll come over here to my other monitor, and all 8 cores are running at 4.4 gigahertz, 100%, and that's on core temp. 100%. My temp is 52 degrees on air, and it'll get up to about 67 of high, and that's about what it maxes out at. So this is kind of like my benchmark, because this is real world stuff that I do all the time. And no fancy settings. I have the front side bus set in the BIOS to 195, and I have the PCI frequency for the PCI bus set to 105. So we're running strong at 100%, guys. On air, 63 degrees Celsius. And you see the voltage is 1.3125, and our scene is almost done rendering. And if you guys can hear it, the fan is kicking in high gear. We're up to 65 degrees Celsius. And it's holding steady at 65. Got up to 67 earlier. But, this is pretty cool for not even running water cool yet. I got a water cool system with a Peltier that I'm getting ready to hook up here in the next week or two, but I wanted to see how good I could get on air before I went to water, because personally I don't think I might be able to get this thing up to 5 gigahertz on water. And it's done. And it passed my test. So there's my 3D render. So, and we're down clocking. It's now that it's done with this render, it goes back down to well, it's multiplier of 7. So, hope you guys enjoy. This is my AMD FX 8120.